so I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the minor league baseball season is going to be canceled. Agents for players all over the minor leagues are starting to get calls and text messages that the minor league season will not happen. So what does that mean? Officially nothing yet, but it's thought that Major League Baseball will expand its rosters. So if you've seen any of my other videos on this subject, you know that Major League Baseball is considering expanding rosters because they're not going to be able to have a full spring training. So you might see, 30 guys, maybe 32 guys on a roster. That'll get some of these minor league guys into the big leagues a little earlier. It'll allow you to skip off days, so that way you can rest guys and still have plenty of roster options. So this has got to be a real bummer for those guys who were planning on their paycheck coming from the minor leagues and aren't good enough to be in the major leagues. Major League Baseball is planning to do kind of a developmental league season where they, play a lot of inter-squad games, intra-squad games at their own spring training complexes. Now, obviously, the Yankees have 3 or 4 minor league teams, so they'll have to spread those out throughout the day. There'll be teams playing each other. Guys will get some work in, but I don't think they're going to get paid for a season. I don't think they can get paid for a season if there's no games. I really don't. They might get some kind of a stipend or something like that, but that's got to be a real bummer for those guys. I'm also really disappointed we're not going to see Jason Dominguez tear his way through single and double A as a 17-year-old. That is quite a bummer. One of the real joys in my life is going out to the Durham Bulls Park in Durham, North Carolina. Actually got to see Brett Gardner there back in about 2007 maybe. So it's a ton of fun to see these guys on the way up. Last year I got to see Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge when they were rehabbing. And I'm telling you what, Giancarlo Stanton was hitting absolutely titanic home runs. Judge was still kind of working his way back, so he wasn't as impressive in batting practice, but Stanton was just unbelievable. So that's a real shame. We don't get to go out and have that experience this year, but in terms of keeping everybody safe, it's the best thing to do. Obviously, it's going to hurt the economy somewhat around those ballparks. I know there are a lot of restaurants around the Durham Bulls ballpark that, rely on the game day traffic. There's a Mellow Mushroom. I'm sure that, corporation will be fine, but it might be a franchise. I don't know. But the line is always out the door on game nights, and you got to imagine that that's not going to happen this year. There's a ton of little local food trucks and things like that that rely on the traffic from the minor league games, and that's just simply not going to be there. So it's a real shame. If you work for a minor league baseball team or you're a minor league baseball player or coach, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more baseball news. Hopefully, we'll have baseball soon. Sounds like maybe June, July. We'll see. But I'm much more optimistic than I was a few weeks ago.